Hello and welcome back to another Mr. AutoIt tutorial. In this video, we will be covering what editor you should download for AutoIt, why you need an editor, where to download it, and I will also walk you through the steps of installing the editor. A programming editor is just a program like Word or Notepad. As a matter of fact, you could write all of your AutoIt scripts in Word or Notepad. That is because a AutoIt script file is really just a text file before it gets compiled into a program. The difference is that an editor for programming has a lot more built-in functionality to make writing code easier on you. We will cover more of these built-in functionalities in later tutorials and lessons, but for now, it's just important to know that a good programming editor will make writing code in AutoIt much easier for you. Let's get started by heading over to autoitscript.com. Then, go to the same page that we went to download AutoIt by selecting AutoIt and then Downloads. Once you are on the Downloads page, you can scroll down to the section that talks about Programming Editors for AutoIt. This page lists several editors that are supported by AutoIt. These include TextPad, Crimson Editor, PSPad, and others. However, as you can see, the AutoIt team has made a custom version of Site Editor just for AutoIt. They have even listed a few of Site Editor's features like syntax highlighting and syntax checking. If you don't know what any of that means, don't worry. We will cover that as we progress through these tutorials. What you need to take away from this is that Site Editor, in my opinion, has the best features for writing scripts in AutoIt. It is the editor that most AutoIt programmers use and is also the editor that we will be using throughout these tutorials. Let's go ahead and download the installer for the custom version of Site Editor. We do that by scrolling to the part of the web page that says AutoIt Script Editor. Make sure that you find the one that says Customized Version of Site with lots of additional coding tools for AutoIt. Then, click on the Download Editor button. This will take you to the editor's download page. From this downloads page, you will want to look for the newest version of the installer for Site Editor. Depending on when you watch this video, it might be different than the one you see here, but the steps will be the same. You will want the installer that contains Site and all the configuration files plus utilities. It will most likely be the one at the top of the page. Once you find the right installer, download it and start the installer. The first page of the installer will look similar to this. Just like when we installed AutoIt, it's a good idea to close any unnecessary programs before starting the install process. Once you have closed any programs that you don't need open, go ahead and click the Next button. Then read the license agreement and then click on the I agree button to start the install. When the editor gets done installing, you will see a page similar to this. To finish the install, simply click the Finish button. Now that we have AutoIt installed and the Site Editor with all the extra features, we are ready to start writing our first AutoIt scripts. If you are using this video on MrAutoIt.com, take the corresponding test on this lesson. When you are ready, move on to the next lesson. If you are just viewing this video on YouTube, you can just move on to the next tutorial called The Basics AutoIt Tutorial A3 Hello World. Or, even better yet, head over to MrAutoIt.com and sign up for a free account so you can get even more out of these AutoIt tutorials. Either way, I will see you on the next video.